Hey everyone, I'm here with an unboxing video. I thought I would do it a little bit differently this time. I've seen other people do it this way, rather than you looking at my face while I do this. So I'm doing this unboxing video of the Dragon Oracle cards, which I received a little while ago. So I was very, impatiently waiting to open it up. So I thought I would not bore you with unwrapping the plastic and everything. But anyway, here it is, the Dragon Oracle cards. Bonus points for you if you can guess what tarot deck I am planning to pair this with. So this is a Hay House deck. It's by Diana Cooper, artwork by Cara Lee Morrow. That's the back there. This is a 44 card deck, pretty standard for Hay House. You've got the standard kind of Hay House box here, pretty sturdy, very nice, like the cover. So that is there. Okay, oops, as I struggle to, there we go. Oh, inside is orange, very nice. You've got the book on top, pretty standard. Okay, so this is the book. It is the pretty standard thickness. It is about 111 pages long. And as normal, you've got your thumbnail, and then you've got about it, the guidance, and I think that's what it is for all of it. It doesn't look like there's any suits or anything. Let's just see if there's anything else. Okay. Interpretation of the cards. Oh, we've got some spreads. We've got a 7-card spread. We've got a 3-card spread. The 5th dimensional, 7th dimensional dragons. Okay, so it's talking about the dragons and maybe how they kind of split them up. Dragons, angels, and unicorns. How they can help us. So a little bit of information. So, your pretty standard kind of Hay House deck. So let's get, or card deck, book. Bleh. So let's get to the cards. All right. So we've got our... I actually prefer when they just have these things that you can just rip off as opposed to, putting the whole box in plastic and then the cards too in plastic. So let's do a little look-see. So let's go this way. So I like the back, I have to say. I kind of like this pattern. I like the pink and the blue, very soft, but then you've got this orange and red through here. Pretty standard, like Hay House kind of, deck. As far as the quality of the cardstock goes. It's got that shiny kind of laminate, but that protects it at least. So that's what we've got there. I actually find this, a little sturdier than the Llewellyn, so that's good too. So we've got here, you've got your picture, and then you've got this part. That's one thing I have to say with the Hay House is that sometimes these things are too big. So this says, attunes you to the infinite, be still in the silence, magic can happen, be in the moment. So you've got your guidance there. So these seem to be more new agey type dragons just from looking there. Let's see what else we got here. Omega dragon. I wonder if this is divided by the different dimensions that they were talking about. So these are very watercolory, it looks like. Watercolor art. Alpha dragon. Dark blue, galactic dragon. So these seem to be, again, quite new age influenced. Not so much mystical as in, like it's mystical as opposed to fantasy type dragons, it seems, or legendary or stuff from fairy tales. We've got a white gold dragon from LYRA. So lots of new age influence in this one. So yeah, they're referring to in New Age thought that there are some people who believe that there are people from other dimensions or from other planets have reincarnated. So I think that these dragons are supposed to be spirits from there. So these seem to be referring to the planets. We've got the sun, got the lunar dragon, Sirius, the Pleiades. So lots of space references here. Ryan. I have to say I do like the artwork. I think it's kind of different. Neptune. Rose pink dragon. Very different too. Like most of the times, you wouldn't see necessarily like pink dragons or Neptunian dragons. So, they tend to be more fiery. So it's definitely a different take on them, that's for sure. Magenta. So going through the different colors, blue and gold. So I try to flip things over. Sunshine yellow. Golden orange. Green dragon, about nature. Crystal yellow. So these are definitely, if you want a deck, I think that is more based on fantasy type games or novels, or something that is more of a Norse or Celtic kind of bent, or even like the historical kind of Japanese type dragons or Hindu type dragons, then this is not the deck, I think, for you. I think I was hoping for something a little bit more legendary or fantasy based, maybe is the word I'm looking for. This seems to be definitely very new age influence. I mean, it is a Hay House deck, you know, but I am going to work with it. Angel Gabriel's dragon, like it's referencing angels, which doesn't necessarily match. Kuan Yin, Lilac Fire. So it's definitely gold and silver violet flame. So it's definitely more of, like I said, I keep saying the word new age, but it's got a more new age bent to it. So, you know, if you like dragons and you're into that kind of stuff, then this deck, you know, might be the one for you, this elemental air and water. I am going to give it a chance though, for sure. I mean, I do appreciate the artwork. I think this is different. You know, there's lots of Hay House decks with, you know, affirmations or things with angels and ascended masters, but not a lot of dragon type ones. So I think there's definitely room for this kind of voice, that's for sure. Water dragon. And we'll see if the deck, the tarot deck I plan to play, oh, there's the cover, the fire dragon. We got the elements here. Air dragon. And earth dragon. All right. So that's the deck there. First impressions, like I said, are like the artwork. I think it's very different, kind of unique, more of a softer type take on dragons. Very new agey, just looking at the titles. You know, you've got galactic, you know, beings and, you know, star systems and things like that. But I'm still going to give it a chance and work with it and see what I think about working with it, see what the energy of the deck is. I do definitely get, it's got a very positive vibe to it. You know, it's very high vibe, as some people say. But we'll see if it's got some shadow to it as well. And I'll see if it pairs well with the tarot deck I'm intending it to. You know, it's kind of, I'll see how this goes. But first impressions are, you know, this is interesting. It's kind of a different deck. And I'll see what I think as I work with it. Let me know if you have this deck, or if you're considering this deck, if deck is on your list, what you think of it. Let me know, like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. Thanks very much.